Hello class 6, how are you? Hope you all are fit and fine. I am also fine beta. Now I will explain you chapter number 1, categories of computers and computer languages. I have explained computer languages in my previous video. We have done this chapter earlier, but we will revise this chapter again for your half-yearly examinations. So, today I will explain categories of computers. The development of computers are depend upon 4 major categories. These categories are the computer based on size, based on type, based on generation and based on purpose. We will start. Class 6, categories of computer. There are 5 computer generation known till date. Each generation has been discussed in detail along with their period and characteristics. In the following table, approximate dates against each generation has been mentioned, which are normally accepted. Following are the main 5 generations of computer generation and description. The 5 generation of computer, they are based on generations. So first generation period started from 1946 till 1959. In this generation, vacuum tubes are used. Second generation, the period of second generation started from 1959 to 1965. In this generation, transistors based computers are used. Third generation, the period of third generation 1965 to 1971. They are integrated circuit based computer. Then fourth generation, the period of fourth generation started from 1971 to 1980. VLSI microprocessor based computer are used in this generation. Fifth generation, the period of fifth generation started from 1980 till onwards. ULSI microprocessor based computer are used in this generation. This is the generation based computer. There are 5 generations. Now, purpose wise computer can be classified into 2 types, that is general purpose computer and special purpose computer. In general purpose computer can store different programs and can thus be used in countless applications. A general purpose computer can perform any kinds of tasks with equal efficiency, simple by changing the application program stored in main memory. Second is special purpose computer. A special purpose computer is the one that is designed to perform only one special task. The program or instruction set is permanently stored in such a machine. It does its single task very quickly and it cannot be used for any other purpose. These computers are often used to perform specific functions such as controlling or manufacturing process or directing communications. The difference between general purpose and special purpose computer: general purpose computer can do many work at a time, but special purpose computer do only one special task in one time only. They are designed to perform only one special task. This is the purpose wise computers. Now next is size wise computers, can also be classified into 4 types. These are microcomputer, mini computer, mainframe computer and supercomputer. Microcomputer is also known as personal computers, which we are using in our houses, in our offices. That is known as the personal computer. We can say this PC also, and desktop computer is also come in this category. A microcomputer is a computer whose CPU is a microprocessor. A microprocessor is a processor all of whose components are on a single integrated circuit chip. They are using only single integrated circuit chip. All components processing by this single integrated circuit chips. Personal computers are a kind of microcomputer that is also known as PC. PC can be used for variety of applications like computer literacy, fun and games, business applications, programming, etc. Types of microcomputer, personal computers. There are many types. Desktop computer by the name of, these are the tabletop computer also known as, because these type of computer kept on the table or on the desk, so that is known as the desktop computer. Then laptop computer, that is lap. You know about lap, the computer which we can place on the lap, that is known as the laptop computer. Palm top computer, digital diary, notebook, PDs, A's, etc. These are the microcomputer which we are using for personal. Some typical machines are also DCM, Tandy, Apple II, BBC, Acron, IBM PC, Pentium. These are also known as the microcomputer. Now second is mini computer. These are smaller version of the mainframes. Generally they offer the same computing power as bigger counterparts. The most important advantage of a mini computer over the mainframe is that it is cheaper in cost, smaller in size and reliable. Next is mainframe computer. They are very big in size and offer the maximum computing power. A large number of peripherals can be attached to them. They are generally used in large networks of computers, with the mainframe being model point of the network. They use satellite for networking. Some computers are UNIVAC 1100/10, UNIVAC 1100/60, Honeywell DSP 88/860, IBM 270/168, etc. These are the mainframe computer, and these type of computer are used for networking. Now supercomputer. They are most expensive of all the computers. These computers are being general purpose computer capable of executing more than 10,000 billion instructions per second. They are very powerful and their speed is so fast, and they have storage capacity of millions of bits per chip. These computers are used to solve the multivariate mathematical problems such as atomic, nuclear and plasma physics, seismology, aerodynamics, etc. in milliseconds. The speed and power of these type of computer is very high. Some supercomputers are Cray 1, Cray 2, Cray 3, perform 10 billion operations per second. Param, Cyber 810 and 830, etc. Param and Anurag are the Indian supercomputer. Now, next is on the basis of working principle. The computer can be classified into three types: analog computer, digital computer and hybrid computer. Analog computer. It is used to process analog data. Analog computer operates by measuring rather than counting. An analog computer measures continuous electrical or physical magnitude like voltage, pressure, water flow, current, etc. An analog computer has the ability to accept inputs which vary with time and intensity and directly apply them to various devices which perform desired operations. It produces output in the form of graph. The output will come in the form of graph because these signals are in the form of a line. These computers are mostly used in process control plants. Second, digital computer. A digital computer operates directly on decimal digits that represents either discrete data or symbols. It converts the data into digits. The data come in the form of lines and it is converted into digits by the digital computer. And then all operations are done on these digits at extremely fast rates. Digital computer basically known how to count the digits. Computer used for business and scientific applications are digital computers. These analog computers are used in the medical heart rate machines, and digital computers are used for business and scientific applications. Now third is hybrid computer. Hybrid computers utilize the best qualities of both analog and digital computers. It is the combination of both analog and digital computers. They are suited for situations where digital processing of data collected in analog form is desirable. For example, in a hospital intensive care center ICU, analog devices may measure a patient's heart function, temperature, etc. These measurements may then be converted into numbers and supplied to digital devices. Other areas are guided missile system, new aircraft design, etc. Nowadays, hybrid computers are used in automobiles also. In a hospital, for example, in a hospital, when when we go to in ICU, there we have seen many machines are there. They are measuring the patient heartbeats, heart functions, and we can see the heart is coming in the form of analog. That heartbeats converted into digital form and it display on the other screen in the form of digits. So hybrid computer is the combination analog and digital computers. Hope you are all understood this chapter. Now you will read this chapter from your book also, and you will complete your exercises and the assignment which I will give to you. If you have any problem, you can contact me through email, and you can ask any query through email from me. Thank you.